All right, we're going to talk about a HubSpot marketing feature of the week, which is a question that we get all the time, Craig. Should I have a main menu on my landing pages? And why is that? Because we have, as you rightly put it, conventional wisdom versus latest testing. So conventional wisdom would tell us that it's recommended to remove any distractions such as navigation menus, pop-ups on landing pages, right? And that thinking was just so that you made it clear to the visitor that they were to do one thing. So remove all distraction. It's like, don't put 10 signs in front of them, just have the one thing that's there. And this might be a good starting point in the terms of effectiveness of the approach and being very specific for the situation, right? And that's also to do with the intent of that page. So for example, one counter to this approach for Craig in the show notes was that when visiting a link on a mobile, example on Twitter, Threads, or LinkedIn, he's often interested in learning more about the company. So he's not interested or ready to sign up to things and so on. And I think I'd be very similar to that. I get really annoyed when I get pop-ups straight away when I visit a page. And then that can be very frustrating to a user, right? So you're greeted with this pop-up straight away. So if you've opened up the social app and you're using the in-app browser, even that's annoying at times, and you can't actually manually edit the URL, and you would often give up. And so I often give up too, or I say I want to open it in my default browser. So what are we suggesting here? You need to simply test and measure this. And if you're using HubSpot, you can create a new template with a menu or without a menu, whichever one you don't have, and try a version without distractions, or that will work, right? View bounce rates, view conversion rates, measure activity, see how long people are staying there, where they're coming from. That's a big thing, right? So again, we said mobile or desktop, and even things like, is it paid traffic? So often you'll find paid traffic differs greatly to organic traffic in terms of the intent and what people are expecting. So I think understanding those different metrics really helps you understand, should I have that menu or should I not have that menu? And then you can decide on the best approach. So, which is the best way forward? I think the thing here is to understand what the goal is. So often it is to drive conversion without causing users to get annoyed. But also just think about where is the traffic coming from? I think those are two things. Where are they coming from, and what are they expecting to see? And when you understand that, then you can appropriately test and measure both of those. And we've got a screenshot of one of our customers that was actually asking that question, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to test and measure to see how it goes and see what is appropriate for their situation. Anything to add, Craig?
Yeah, look, I think there's another overarching consideration, which is people just don't like to be controlled and feel manipulated. So if I open a page and there's nothing else for me to do, I'm like, oh, right, okay, you're trying to force me to fill out the form. I'm actually interested in your company and what you offer. I want to do research. Yeah. People want to do research now. So you need to consider that. That's part of the intent with them coming, and also the type of audience. If you're a very technical person and you get sent to a landing page and you can't do anything else, it's like, well, you're going to leave. But if you're just, this is not my area, or I'm a kind of a beginner in this, maybe a distraction-free is better. So your mileage may vary, and I think that's what we're saying. Test and measure. Don't assume conventional wisdom tested on other sites actually applies to your scenario. Test and measure.